Yes, Miss Forbes?
How are you getting on up there?
Fine, thank you. Good view of the hunt from here.
Oh, never mind the hunt. You're supposed to be fixing the roof. Ned. Ned, what is the extent of the damage?
Can't tell from here, ma'am. Quite a tumble it was, though.
I'm talking about the roof.
Roof. Oh, sorry, ma'am. Just happened to catch someone going over edge in Pewey Fields. Leastways, he went over, but the horse didn't.
You should concentrate on what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, not much I can do, ma'am. I reckon it's a professional job.
Hello, Aud.
Hello.
Everything all right?
My house is falling about my ears. Literally.
Hey!
There's nothing to cheer about, Ned.
It's Mr. DeVere, ma'am. Bad luck, sir.
Poor Richard. Did you fall?
The horse tripped over one of those damn dogs.
Hans. Are you all right?
I think so.
No damage, I hope.
Well, I'm a bit sore up.
That's a relief. And what about
The
you?
hedge? No, that's not damaged either.
And you?
Oh, me? Oh, I'm just a bit shaken, that's all.
Oh, I think you're terribly brave.
There's nothing to it. Matter of gravity more than anything.
Oh, I know. The ground comes up at you frightfully fast.
You know what you've got to do now, don't you?
What's that?
Get straight back on again.
Well, I was rather hoping to have a hot bath and a large whiskey.
Later. You've got to get your confidence back first.
I was hoping the whiskey would do that.
Worse than that. Come on, into the saddle, lend a hand, Marge, and ride all the way home.
Oh, I don't think so.
You'll never make a horseman otherwise. I'll give you a leg up. Put in the stirrup.
Are you sure this is the right thing to do?
Of course. Up you go. Comfy? You've got to let the horse know who's master. I'm so glad Richard is hunting. He may be hopeless, but it does give one some confidence that he's settling down.
You shouldn't have bullied him like that.
He was doing it for his own good. We both had to go through it.
Yes, but we were girls.
That's no reason why men shouldn't try and keep up with us. I've got something to tell you.
Oh, goody.
Ned! Ned, are you all right?
Yes, Miss Forbes.
I think you better come down while I've still got some of my roof over my head.
All right, Miss Forbes. I'll put a plastic sheet over it. That ought to keep the worst of it out.
Thank you. That roof. Every time it rains, it pours into the spare bedroom.
What have you got to tell me?
I have had a letter from Podge.
Podge?
Podge Hodge from school.
Oh, super. I've got the school bag here.
Podge wants me to put her up for the weekend.
She's in here somewhere. Are you going to?
What?
Put her up.
Looks as though I shall have to. She sounds a bit of a stage.
Yes, here we are, look. Follett Nay Hodge.
Oh, under forthcoming divorces. She mentioned that.
Do you want me to do anything?
No, Kettle won't be long. This is absolutely disgraceful.
What is?
My name banded about all over the place.
Well, it's Old Girls News. That's what it's for.
I grant you the school magazine may be for news, but it is not for scandal.
What scandal?
I'm under changes of circumstance. Since the death of her husband, Audrey has left Grantley Manor and moved down the drive. I think I live in a pothole. Where do they get all this information?
The area secretaries send it in.
Oh, do they? And just who is this area's secretary?
I am.
Took it upon yourself to broadcast all that to the world?
Not the world, just the old girls.
Well, you'll be telephoning now. Next summer, they'll come down in hordes to commiserate with me on the way to their holiday homes in Cornwall. What's more, they'll expect me to give them lunch.
You used to like seeing your old school friends.
Up at the manor, yes. There I could cope with their stockbroker husbands and their 17 children spilling Ribena on the carpet and blocking up the downstairs lavatory. The only thing I couldn't stand was them using my school nickname.
Oh, yes.
Don't you dare.
Why not? I didn't mind being called Bone Bag.
Yours wasn't as bad as mine. Come and have some coffee.
Well, I think you've got off jolly lightly. A lot of other people have got far worse things in here than you.
Oh,
Fiona Coots, for instance, doing a sandwich course for mature students at the Polytechnic. Then there's Morwenna Fairbrother having to send her 2 boys to the local school.
Where does she live now?
Harrow. And then there's Jane...
No more, Marjorie. I should get it all from Podge. You know what she's like.
Poor Podge. Her marriage didn't last.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. She always thought more of her horses than she did of her men. She probably fed her husband on bran mash and groomed him with a curry.
I was surprised to hear she'd got married at all. I mean, she wasn't very attractive, was she?
Oh, let's not mince words, Marjorie. She had a face like a ship's boiler. What's more, she was built like one. So she was jolly good fun, wasn't she?
Oh, yes, we had a marvellous time. Podge, Bone Bag, and...
Marjorie, you are not to use that name ever.
Oh, right. Oh, it would be super to see Podge again.
It's all very well for you, but I've got to cope with her in this rabbit hutch. Where am I going to put her?
You've got a spare bedroom.
The rain comes in.
Ned's room.
He's an old man, Marjorie. You can't turn him out of his bed. Besides, he might leave me. I'm not turning Bertie out of his basket either.
Well, someone's got to move.
If only I could move back there, the problem wouldn't arise. I mean, there's DeVere rattling around in those 58 rooms, and here's me in a 2 up, 2 down. Ironic, isn't it?
You're not going to put Podge off.
Oh, no, of course not. That would be a grave dereliction of duty. Poor Podge. She's trying to rebuild a new life from the ruins of her past. We must treat her just as we would any other social casualty. Like me, for instance. Suppose we ask Richard to put her up.
Richard?
Why not? He's got all those empty bedrooms.
Well, even if he agrees, do you think that's wise?
Wise?
Well, you'd be, so to speak, handing Richard another woman on a plate. He might take advantage.
Of Podge. She'd flatten him. Apart from which, I do credit him with a little taste.
Yes, you're right.
That's the perfect answer. Podge sleeps at the Matina, and the rest of the time she spends here with us.
Yes, we cheer her up and help her get back on her feet again.
Exactly.